Welcome back to Spotlight, Ms. Gabrielle Denae and Mr. Daryl Flanders. Welcome to Spotlight.
Thank you.
Yes, good to see you. How you do? You sharp as a tanker.
Thank you.
Yeah. You
Have good people working with me.
yeah, good people working with you. Yeah. I think me and Daryl were talking on the phone about your image.
Yes, you are.
Oh, this new image you have to have. What is that about? This new image you have to have.
Well, you want to.
What is Daryl getting you into?
Oh, he's not. He's just helping me to do things that I've always wanted to do, but haven't been able to do, and it was just me alone.
Okay.
I wasn't able to think on everything and everything together as one person. But since it's
Like
not just
shaping
me
your
alone,
eyebrows.
Exactly. Having a makeup artist and a stylist helps, so I don't have to think about those stuff. I can focus on the music,
See,
focus on where I have to
while other
be.
people look after you.
There you
That's
go.
right.
And we all come together as a unit, so it helps.
That's cool. So was it a shocker that you won the Malin Award?
I don't know if it was a
You won
shocker.
a Malin Award. Was it a shocker?
I went over there to the Bahamas hopeful that I would win at least one.
Okay.
So it wasn't shocking, but I was grateful. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
Yes.
But were you mildly surprised?
I wasn't surprised. I was already hoping to win one.
You went with the expectation
yeah,
that your
gonna
stuff
get
was,
at least one to bring back
your
home.
music was
you
that
know?
good.
I really think it is good. Not that
Alright.
it's that good, but it's good. It is good. It's fine for me
Okay.
to say that it is good. Yeah.
I never heard. Well, I'm not into gospel music, in a big way. I mean, not that. I like the old time traditional hymns.
Okay.
How great thou art. And can it be?
Right.
I like the old
The solid
traditional
stuff,
Methodist hymn. To me, the gospel music is like a lot of hollering and stuff. But even though yours is like
More mellow.
well, spiritual.
Right.
Like you just try to entice the person listening to come to Jesus or come to God. That's the sense I get from. You're more of a messenger.
I am. I like how you put that.
As opposed to
I am.
an artist.
Yes,
Right.
I agree with that.
So that's something you set out to be.
I think that's what God designed me to do. He gives me a message and then I package it in a song and I sing it.
Okay. So it's not about the awards per se and all the glitz and the glamour
not at all.
and gospel music this and it's about winning souls.
Yeah.
I mean, I really do. I get that sense from your music. I really do. So the Malin Awards, I never heard of them,
Okay.
of it. So what exactly is it?
Okay.
Well, the awards happen every 2 years, I believe. Every 2 years they do these awards, and what it really is that they reach out to. It was originally just the Bahamas Music Awards, but then they realized that there's so much talent and potential, and there's so much ministry in the Caribbean region itself. So what they did is that they extended it to everyone on the Caribbean. So all those major artists, so people like Shoring Gardner, people like Nigel Lewis, those kinds of persons. We had all those. So what normally happens is that you send your music to their committee and their panel, and they go through the songs and they nominate them for a wall of categories. I mean, there was probably almost like 40 or something categories.
40 categories.
And they nominate your music, and then they let you know that you've been nominated for X categories, and then you come up and hope for the best. And then you also get to perform at the awards as well, so people get to hear your voice and hear your music.
Okay. Does everyone perform or just a select group or person?
I don't think everybody got the chance to perform, but they did try their best to give many people the opportunity. Yeah, they did try.
But this must have been quite a big deal for you, a personal accomplishment, Mr. Manager.
Mr. Manager.
I know you over there beaming, like you up on the stage singing.
Yeah, listen, I was, that number one fan.
Yeah.
Like the parents in the crowd, yes. For me, it was, and it's funny because I became her manager probably early January time frame, or probably late December, early January.
Yeah.
And the awards originally were in December 2016. And when she spoke to me about these awards, I was going as Daryl the friend. I was going just to be the support friend from the BVI, but maybe very fly and waving and going on. And then I became her manager, and then the awards were in February. So then I went as the manager. So for me, it was networking, because I know where she wanted to go. So for me, it was networking. For me, it was the experience, because I wasn't as big in Caribbean gospel. I was more of American gospel music. So for me, I had to learn about these people and see, okay, this is what I've done, reggae gospel, soca gospel, those kinds of things. So for me, it was a great experience. When she won the award, I was, I had to contain myself.
So how did it? So it was a learning curve.
Yes.
For you, and how did you get her to be, get her music there to be considered in the first place? How was that done?
Okay, that probably happened before he
Yes.
became.
Oh, okay.
Because I think it was, I can't remember when exactly it was. It was quite a while ago, because we found out about the nominations in like August that I was nominated. So from, I think maybe February or so, I sent off for it to be considered. And a couple months after, then we got the nominations. And even more months after, then is when we knew that we could go to the Bahamas and everything. Right. So it was a while before the manager came on stream that the music was sent
It was sent off, okay. So were there some criteria that you had to meet? How was it accepted? You just send out the CD and they listen to it, and then they decide.
Okay. The only criteria would have been the period in which the music was recorded. So it was between 2014 and 2016. So that was the only criteria they had, and you had to have some kind of roots in the Caribbean. Okay,
that's cool. So it's not as a regional competition.
Awards.
We don't compete with each other, but it is a regional thing.
Okay, and I want to play some of your music so that people could see you, and what I call the real you coming out
on the stage.
Well, I think that that's the real you. I mean, you do it so well for me. I say, well, that's got to be your gift.
I believe it is.
That has to be what you're supposed to do, because when you're out there, you're like you're preaching, you're like a preacher. You're a messenger. So you look quite comfortable. So let's take a look at one of your songs, and your performances, I should say. Yes, you never fail. And you see, you see what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking to Daryl, so that because I don't want you to to praise yourself.
Fair enough.
Okay, all right, talk to me.
But me and Dad could praise you. Even though you got a vested interest. But it comes out for me. It comes out in the modesty. You could see that you have that humble quality. And that, you just look spiritual.
Right.
And again, you still talk to Dara.
Yeah, she does.
She still looks spiritual.
She still does.
She still looks spiritual, and and she getting into it, and you can tell that there's a feeling going on.
Definitely.
There, in the music.
Definitely.
And when Brent was here, when your brother was here, who is your music director?
My music director, yes.
Yeah. During the album launch, we were talking about how he mixed, he blended genres, different styles,
Yes.
reggae,
Calypso,
soca,
soca, yeah.
But it's like almost like the lines are blurred. You can't tell which one
true.
is which
That's
one
true.
is which.
That is true.
And it was quite genius to me.
It is, and I think it really is an outreach. Because a lot of times, our young community is all into soca, into calypso, and into reggae, and not as much into gospel. So it's from my standpoint, when I see her perform, and I hear the music, even as the manager, I'm very proud because you're reaching out to these young people because it's their music. I even had someone for even that song, when they heard that song, they were like, "Well, Flanders, I don't know whether I could." Praise or walk up.
Yeah.
And I was like, you need to praise, But, for them, it's like, it's good. Because I've heard people say, if music was like this, they would listen to it all the time, So it is for that outreach.
It's attractive.
Yeah, very much so.
It's attractive. And I don't know that it's interesting because I don't actually want to walk up to it.
No.
You know what I mean?
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
Yes, well, but I don't think that it engenders that. I think yes, it has a good tempo that
that's what it is,
that
right.
make you want to listen to it and
Right.
enjoy it, and still get that message,
Mm-hmm.
that godly message. And then I think that's to me what's so effective about what the blending.
That's the aim. That's the aim.
That's what's so effective about the blending.
That's definitely the
So it's really good.
And I mean, when I'm making music, it's the thought is never, okay, how should I make this acceptable, or what beat should I put on it so that people want to listen? Is normally just what I hear in my head or what I feel when
That's
I
Brent's
have
job.
the words. Yeah, and I just give him the vision and he makes it happen. But it's never like, okay, let me make this one a soca so that people would listen. It's never like that.
That's cool. But the seem though that gospel music is taking on a broader appeal. Is that what's happening in the industry generally?
I definitely. I mean, even just from my experience at the Marlon Awards in the Bahamas, I heard, tempos and beats, and I'm like, wait, what? You have the rap gospel, you have reggae gospel. Like there was an artist there by the name of Ja Pickney, and I absolutely love his music, and he does reggae gospel music. And to sit and be like, okay, this is what it's coming to, soca gospel, calypso gospel, that's the avenue that we're taking now. So yes, it is. It's growing, and I really enjoyed that.
And I mean, music is the vehicle. So, how do I put it? The gospel is a message, and the music is how you get it to different people.
Right.
So, some people like the Audi, some people like a Suzuki. But the message is just in different forms. So gospel will never change. The message of it will never change. But how we present it, for sure, will be different.
Okay. So now, do you feel like you are on the international stage or the regional stage? How are you feeling, and how are you parlaying the Malin Award into additional successes?
I think it's the beginning of something big. Before I went to Bahamas, lots of people had no idea who I was, both regionally and locally. And it wasn't until after coming back now that there is more of a, oh, who is this Gabrielle Denae girl? So it's definitely like a, how do you put it, a catapult, a catalyst for what we're going to be doing in the future. So it's definitely taken me on the journey that I always knew I would be on. So it's the start or something. It's the start. I won't say I'm international just yet. I can say regional because I've been in the region. I came back from St. Kitts a few weeks ago. So it's the starting. The
so
engine is
there
turning.
a greater demand for appearances?
Yes. Yes,
So
for sure. A lot more calls.
What are you doing now? I mean, where are you going next? You have like show dates lined up and all of that?
Okay. For right now, it's local.
Yes.
Which is great because I think before you really push for regional, you should make sure that your people know your music. So I enjoy ministering in the BVI. So I will be at New Testament. Sinash is going to be here on April 7th. So I will also be singing at that concert this Friday. So that's one. And then I'll be in Virgin Gorda, which I'm very excited about. The week after that, April 14th, also at 7, right?
Yeah.
At 7 at the basketball court in the Valley. So those are the two we have for April for right now.
Okay. Well, let's give Sinash. That's a big event.
Yes.
Sinash. Where is she? I'm not too familiar with her. Where is she from?
She's African. I can't tell you exactly
Where?
which part she's from.
Okay.
I can't tell you exactly.
And she's singing
where.
in English?
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of her songs have made its way into our worship services in church. She has a lot of songs that we sing in church. So I think a lot of people are excited to come out and worship with her.
And so she's going to be at New Testament.
She will be there.
On Friday.
And that's Friday, this Friday?
Yes.
This Friday.
This Friday.
Okay. And it's sad, the concert sad.
Well, the doors open at
6
6 p.m.
We're expecting a large turnout, so the doors are opening an hour before.
And you buy tickets or you?
Yes.
Tickets, I know it's $25 are the tickets, $50 for VIP, $25 at the tickets, $30 at the door. Tickets, if I'm correct, are being sold at New Life, Save the Seed, and Infinite Solutions. I think that's all I know of. I don't know if any place else, but that's what it's
And of course New Testament, right?
And
Well, we can't say, but I'm not sure about that one.
yeah.
Oh, we can't say, okay.
I'm not sure.
So your church, what church you belong to?
I belong to Deeper Life Church.
The Deeper Life Church.
Yes.
That's your parents' church.
No, actually, my parents' church is First Assembly of God Church.
You go to a church other than your parents' church?
Yes, I do.
I don't know how good that is, Darren.
That's not me.
That's
not me. That's not my field.
That's not your pay grade.
He's just
No,
showing, he's like, okay, you handle that question.
That's not me at all.
Yeah, I go to a different church than my parents' church.
Cool. So who's the pastor of your church?
Pastor Ava Baird.
Ava Baird. You sound familiar.
Ava Baird.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's what you're doing. So you got this show coming up on Friday night. You're opening up for
Sinash.
Sinash.
Yes.
And then you're going to Virgin Gorda the following
week.
Cool. Okay, cool. Any regional dates coming up?
Regional dates, we can't say just yet. We're working on some stuff.
Working on some stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't say just yet. Plus, a lot of the focus is on the project that we have coming up.
So we can expect new music we found at 3 o'clock. I hear phone around having a good time.
Yeah, you can for sure.
It's coming.
Most definitely expect the music. I've been in the studio since December. Yeah, since December last year, working on an EP. It won't be a full album this time. It's going to be a little shorter, but just as powerful.
Yes.
All right, cool. So we could look for that in
June.
In June. So that's only a couple of
months
right around the corner.
So you're almost finished then.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
How many songs you gonna have?
It's gonna be 5 songs.
5 songs. All right. So that sounds cool. And it's gonna be much of the same, or you go in a different direction?
The message is different.
The message is different.
The message is different.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. the Through the Storm was how you should make it through the tough times in life. This the message that I have for this one is different. It's about living in holiness, living in righteousness, not living on Sunday as a Christian only, but every day of your life. So it's Jesus Every Day is the name of the project. Jesus Every Day.
Jesus, okay. So it sounds like living a life of fun.
Fun in Jesus. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Fun in Jesus.
That's the only way.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, we've had some challenges with that where, some Christians are Christians on Sunday.
It happens. But God really wants for us to, if we're going to serve Him, He wants us to serve Him all the time,
Cool. But it's good to see you, and we celebrate with you.
Thank you.
I think the whole country is very proud of you. You've done something I think a lot of us who are in the music business haven't been able to do.
True.
Is it, you think it's talent or management?
That's doing this? Both.
Is
But I think it's mostly talent because, I have...
You gotta have the product.
If I don't have the product or the
Yeah.
passion for the product,
Yeah.
I can't do the managing.
Yes.
So as long as the talent flows, the management follows. So that's
Any
how it
particular
works.
thing you want to leave young people with, or persons who are managers in the industry, whatever genre of music they're in, and or a young artist, what level of commitment, what level of skills,
Right.
and methods and things that you have to engage in order to make help your artist become successful.
Honestly, I would say networking is definitely important. How about who you meet, getting that contact information, because you never know. You never know. I'd also say go out there. Don't be afraid to go out there and meet new people. Don't be afraid to put in the work. You have to put in the work. Many times I would leave my job and then go home and then work on how can I promote. How can I get people to recognize her in different countries? How can I get her music here, there, and everywhere? Of course, I run these things by God and by her before I make those decisions, but putting in the work and going out there. You also have to be very organized. I have multiple calendars in my house, all over the walls and on tables and so forth. You have to be very organized because every time, somebody's always calling for her or requesting this, or you want to put her there, do this interview here, and so forth.
Timing and time is of the essence.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Because for me, this is new. This is something new. This is a whole new arena for me and for my life. So for me, I'm still learning. So I bought books. I have books at home that I'm reading.
You're studying.
I'm studying up for this and everything.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so I bought some books from Amazon, and I'm actually studying these books and trying to make sure I'm covering things and doing what I should do.
He's good, guys.
I'm
He's
learning.
good. He's good.
That's good.
Passion, I think, is also very important. Like, he is invested in...
Emotionally in the whole
He's invested in it. For him, it's not really a job. He genuinely wants to see me do well.
Yes,
He genuinely wants
definitely.
to see my music reach the people that it can reach. So he's invested in it.
So
and
there's
I
a
think
lot
it
of
helps.
love. There's a lot
Yeah,
of
we-
love in the
we-
We've been
relationship.
friends forever, for a long
Yes.
time.
Okay,
So it helps.
that's great. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, and don't hesitate to come by,
Okay.
and hang out and
Yes,
your
won't
music.
be a stranger.
When your music come
We'll
out.
be back.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
We'll be
let
back.
you know.
We'll be back for this new album, for this new EP. We'll be back. Trust me.
Yeah, 'cause there'll be a launch and everything. So,
So we'll
just
be
like we
right-
did the
we'll be
last time,
right
we'll come
back.
back.
Spotlight is here to shine on you, sister.
All right.
Right?
All right, great to have you both.
Thank
you
you
for
for
you.
having us.
Yes, man. Yes, that's all we have time for. Next week, the spotlight is going to shine on some real heavy stuff, like the governor's behavior. And
Oh, wow.
the UK plans to take over the Virgin Islands. So be sure to be here.
I'll be
The
tuning in.
Spotlight is seen every Tuesday live here on JTV Channel 55 at 8 p.m. And we broadcast Sundays at 2:30. You could watch Spotlight on demand at jtvlive.net. Like the Facebook page, please. Like a beggar here. Begging, like the Facebook page. And that's facebook.com/spotlightbvi. And you could, this show's going to be posted in a couple of days on the Spotlight page. You could look at all the other shows that you've missed on the Facebook page. You could make suggestions, you could suggest topics. So, you know, the Facebook page is quite useful. So when you go on to look at some of you go on and you look at the show, but you don't like the page. So how come you look at the show and don't
Not
like the page? Yeah, so please like the page. Thanks for watching. I'm Edjuenka, reminding you that when the spotlight is on, you see the facts. Peace and blessings.
Spotlight is brought to you by Ocean Conversion BVI Limited and BVI Tourist Board. We are one BVI.